Okay, so we're making a video today about Lewy body dementia. Hank was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia, and we began to see symptoms when he was age 46. He's 55 now. I read where the prognosis for Lewy body dementia was 5 to 7 years. Hank is going on 9 years. Uh, and we just feel like there's not enough videos out there. There's not enough information out there. When we try to look up stuff about Lewy body dementia, we just can't find stuff. We couldn't find answers. And a lot of things I've just researched over the years to see what works, what don't work. And as you know, with Lewy body dementia, it's a roller coaster ride. Today, Hank would be good. Tomorrow, he might not be. And so we're just going to do what we can to help other people, hopefully, to realize that we're all going through the same thing. If you have somebody that has Lewy body dementia, and so we just want to try to get information out there. And by the way, if I didn't say it, I'm Madonna, and this is Hank. Do you want to say something, Hank?
Well, I just hope that we can do these videos that will help other people, like Madonna said. But at the same time, um, you know, I'm, I want people to understand what Lewy body is, what it does to you from day to day. Because one day I'll be really fine, maybe 2 or 3 days, then a few days later, I'm in bed and sleeping and stuff, and I don't know if many people, really gets to see that side of it.
Exactly. And I noticed that, you'll see us being emotional because I can't help it some days. Some days, as the caregiver, I'm going to be crying. Some days I'm going to be laughing. Some days we're just going to talk about it like it's just pretty much nothing. Me and Hank talk about everything. We've talked about death and dying. We talked about will he end up having to go to the nursing home, which we plan to keep him at home as long as we can. And we just want everybody to know that we're just real, just like you're going through those struggles with Lewy body dementia. People out there are going through struggles with all kinds of stuff, and we're hoping that we can help people in whatever kind of struggle. I am a licensed clinical mental health counselor. Hank is a licensed clinical mental health counselor. We treat people with mental illness, and I do that every day. And Hank did it before he got sicker, and now he is unable to do that. There'll be videos you're going to see him on, and you'll probably think I don't think he even has a disease. We hear that often from people. Once you get to know him, you'll see the days that he can't get out of the bed. The days that maybe he sleeps for 4 or 5 hours. His neurologist says he doesn't need to sleep that long. He is still able to mow the grass sometimes, and sometimes he can't mow the grass. Uh, do you have anything else you want to say right now?
Not really. I just um, hope that that what we're doing here or what we're trying to do, will pay off not just for us, but for anybody watching the videos. And down the road, you can follow us and see.
And I wish now, looking back, that we had started this years ago when he first got diagnosed. So a little bit of the background of what happened is Hank loves Conway Twitty, and he knew all Conway Twitty songs, and our youngest daughter was, I don't know, she was in the vehicle with us. She was probably 14 or so, and we were all singing Conway Twitty songs. And I remember Hank couldn't remember the words. Now, I could probably not remember the words, but Hank would never forget the words to Conway Twitty. And I thought, wonder what that is. And I paid attention because I just generally pay attention to people's behavior. And then we went shopping at the mall shortly after that, within the same week, and he started tripping over his foot and almost falling. And I remember thinking, I don't know what's going on. And it wasn't even a month after that. He would just sit in the chair with just a look on his face, just of nothing. And I remember thinking, this is not like him. Now, over time, you'll get to know Hank, you'll get to know me, you'll get to know more of what's going on in our life and our kids and stuff. But you were just normal people. We had a normal life, and Hank has a master's degree. I have a master's degree. We knew something was wrong. So, anyway, we started going to the neurologist, and when we did, they thought we were lying, and they wanted to know, are you trying to get disability? And we kept saying, no, we're not trying to get disability. We both have a job. We have a private practice, and we do not want disability for him. That's not our goal. We just want to get better. Well, he had all these tests run, and finally we got to a neurologist at UNC in North Carolina. At that time, we lived in North Carolina, and we got them to do a scan of his brain, and they began to see malformations in his brain. And that's when he finally got a diagnosis. But we knew long before that what it was, because I did lots and lots of research. And when we went up to the neurologist, I would get really frustrated because maybe it was a good day and they would say something and I'd say, but you didn't know Hank before this. Hank did not have depression before this. Hank did not have any kind of anxiety. We always said he's good to go. He has no mental illness. We've always said he's the perfect example to look at if you wanted to try to not have mental illness. It was Hank. He had no worry, no stress, nothing. And I began to see such changes in him. And then finally one day the doctor gave me a sheet of paper and said, here, you fill this out and tell me what changes you have seen in him. And then I began to feel like we were getting listened to some. And anyway, he went through that. He did get a diagnosis. And I remember we went out that day and celebrated that he got the diagnosis. But I remember it was really hard. We were excited, we knew which direction to go, but then it was really difficult after that to head down that path. And Hank doesn't struggle a lot. You don't struggle with having the disease necessarily, do you, that it bothers you knowing?
Not too much. I know one of the big things was everybody started saying, well, you do know this is a terminal illness. And I tell everybody, well, from the day we were born, we have a terminal illness,
Yes, you did. And I remember when I was crying about it saying, hey, you're terminally ill. And he says, well, yeah, all of us are. From the day we're born, we're going to die. You're going to die one day. And you don't know Hank yet, but Hank's just a joker. Matter of fact, he has a famous joke. And this is his dementia joke, and I can tell you now, he tells every doctor that we go to and any opportunity he gets, and this is Hank's famous joke.
I've kind of gone to a blank here. Now, my joke is, I always ask doctors or whoever's listening, what's the best thing about having dementia? And then I tell them you can hide your own Easter eggs.
And then what he tells the kids when they say Happy Easter, he'll say, it's okay. I'm still hunting last year's Easter eggs that I hid. So you can make fun of it. You can make lightheart of it. And that's what we try to do. But I got no lie to tell you. We're going to cry some days. Hank doesn't cry. I don't see Hank cry that often. He'll have some episodes, and we'll get into that on later videos. But I cry, and I'm mad, and I'm happy, and you just don't know it's just a full gamut of emotions, but we've known for a long time he's had it, so I've learned to accept some of it. But today you got hope, and tomorrow you don't have hope. It's today the day he's going to die. It's today the day he's going to live. It just changes up. Lewy Body Dementia, as you know, today his blood pressure can be high, but tomorrow his blood pressure can be low. He might have anger one day. He might not have anger. Hank has never been an angry person, but now we see a little more anger at times. So this is really a hard disease to live with. just like any disease. My philosophy is that I tell my clients when I see them and they'll talk about it, I just let them know that I am no better than anybody else, and Hank is no better than anybody else for us to have Lewy Body Dementia in our family. We're nothing special that I should have got a husband that didn't have it and he should have never gotten it. We don't have answers as to why. They don't know why. He had a few concussions when he was a kid, and they said that could have caused it, but there's no research. But the proteins build up, the Lewy body proteins build up in his brain, and it keeps him from producing acetylcholine, which causes him not to be able to have thoughts a lot of times and process stuff. I can't tell you that that's scientific. I just tell you that's research. And if you don't know something, then research it. I'm definitely not a doctor. Neither one of us are. We're just telling you our experiences and our research, and I will be telling you information. Lots of it. But this is our life. This is our walk. This is where we're going. And we would like for you to go on the journey with us. And maybe we can help you. I don't know about in the description below and all that, because right now the video is not on YouTube. It will be, hopefully. And over time, we'll figure all that out. Okay? You got anything else you want to say?
No, I hope you like our videos and stuff. And, if you do, you know somebody that has Lewy body or any kind of, things, tell them about it, and we don't know really where this channel is going to go and stuff, because we're new at this, and we're just hoping to help people.
So hopefully we'll put out another video. We're just going to start out with number 1, and then we'll go on and see what happens later. Thanks. Bye.